Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel Mathematic Girls Party 3226. So today we are going to basically cover the questions and the solutions. Of course, this is a practice video where I'll be covering some questions on 3D shapes, the questions on how to find the volume of 3D shapes, how to find the total surface area, how to find the curved surface area, what is the difference between curved surface area and total surface area. We are going to discuss all these things, and of course we will cover some questions as well. So the very first thing that I'll make you understand about, the formulas, right? So let us first talk about cuboid. Okay, in this particular video, I'm just going to talk about cuboid and cube. Okay, and the later, I'll make another part as well. In that part, I'll make a video on the other 3D shapes as well. So cuboid, we know that cuboid is a 3D shape made up of rectangles, right? So this is a cuboid. And if we want to find out the volume of the cuboid, the formula is the volume of the cuboid is length into breadth into height. This is the formula for the volume of cuboid. Next we have is the total surface area of cuboid and the lateral surface area of cuboid. So let us first understand what is the difference between these two things. When I'm talking about the total surface area, I'm talking about, the entire thing. For example, I have a cuboid here. So if I'm talking about the total surface area, that means I'm talking about, like every faces. It has, of course, you can see how many faces are there. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6 faces are there. So we are talking about all the faces. That is the total surface area. But what is the curved surface area? Curved surface area is basically we are talking about leaving the top part and the bottom part. So we are talking about just this and this. So that is the lateral surface area. That is the difference between the total surface area and the curved surface area. So you can simply say the curved surface area, we just exclude the bottom and the top part. That is it. So let us write down the formula of the total surface area of cuboid as well. So total surface area of a cuboid will be, which I'm writing as TSA only. So total surface area of cuboid is 2 times L into B plus B into H plus H into L. Okay, next we have, of course, the curved surface area. So curved surface area formula is, so which I'm writing as CSA. So curved surface area of cuboid is 2 times H times L plus B. So these are the formulas of cuboid, right? Next, let's talk about cube, which I'm having here. This is a Rubik cube. So it is a cube only. And now let us talk about the formulas of cubes. So this is our cube that I'm drawing. Okay, I'm hoping it will take the shape. All right. So this is our cube. So one thing we know about cube is that cube is a three-dimensional shape made up of, a 2D shape, that is a square. So in a square, we know one property of a square, that all the sides are equal. Similarly, here all the sides are equal. We don't call it sides, but we also call, here edges. So all the edges are equal. So if the one edge is A, the other edges are also going to be A only. So this is the cube. Let us write down the formula. So the very first thing that we are going to use is, we are going to write as volume of cube. So volume of a cube formula is side into side into side, right? So here side I have taken as A. So it's basically A into A into A, which we can also write down as A raised to 3, A cube. This is the volume of cube. Now let us write down total surface area of cube. So total surface area of cube is 6 times A square. So this is the formula for total surface area of cube. You know that total surface area, that means I'm talking about all the faces, right? So if you find out all the faces of, area of all the surfaces, of course, we can notice here that we are having 6 faces, we are having 6 squares, 1 square area is A square. So 6 faces will be 6A square. It's as simple as that. Next is curved surface area, of course. So curved surface area for cube will be So curved surface area formula is 4 into A square. Of course, because leaving the bottom and the top part, of course, we have only 4 faces, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it is 4A square. It's very obvious, right? So curved surface area is 4A square. So we have the formulas for the cuboid and cube. Now we can take some questions and we can solve the questions, okay? So the very first question we have here, that is, find the surface area of a cuboid whose length, breadth, and height are given 15 centimeter, 12 centimeter, 10 centimeter respectively. So this is our first question. Let us start with the solution. Okay. So the very first thing is it is given length is 15 centimeter, width is 12 centimeter, and height is 10 centimeter. So this is the dimensions given. Now we have to find out the surface area. So whenever it is written surface area, you should not get confused that which surface area they're talking about, total surface area or curved surface area. If they have not mentioned that which surface area they're talking about, so you simply have to understand that they're talking about total surface area only. If they're talking about curved surface area, they have to specifically mention, or they will be mentioning that okay, you have to find the curved surface area only. If it is not mentioned, you have to assume that it is asking for total surface area. So what is the total surface area of cuboid formula? We just now wrote. The formula was 2 times L into B plus B into H plus H into L, right? So using this formula, it will become 2 times L into B, that means 15 times 12. Okay, 1 second, 15 times 12 plus B into H is 12 times 10 plus H into L is 10 times 15. Okay. Now what do we have to do is we have to simply simplify this. So I can just take a smaller width color. So 2, okay. 15 times 12, if you multiply 15 times 12, the answer is 180. 12 times 10, the answer is 120. And 10 times 15, the answer is 150, right? So what we are getting, if you add this 180 plus 120 plus 150, you will be getting 450. So this will become 2 times 450. Now 2 times 450 is of course 900. Of course it is area. We know the unit of area is square unit. So it will become square centimeter. So we have basically 2 ways to write down the unit. We can either use square centimeter or we can use centimeter square. Okay, so either this or you can use simply centimeter and then raised to the power 2. Anything will work. So this is the answer. Now next, let's go to the next question. Next question, find the side of a cube whose surface area is given 600 square centimeter. So let's start with the solution. We have the surface area given, that means the total surface area is given. Total surface area of a cube is given, and that is 600 square centimeter. So I'm writing 600 here. Now we know that what is the formula of total surface area of a cube? Total surface area of a cube formula is 6a square, where a is of course the side, is equal to 600. Now we have to find out here the side. That means we have to find out here the value of a. So this will become a square, this will become 600 and then divided by 6. So what is the answer? We are getting 100. So it is actually a square is equal to 100. So the value of a is plus minus root over 100, which is a is equal to plus minus 10. Now here, of course, whenever we have the square root, we always write down plus minus, but here we will consider only plus because we are talking about the side of a cube, and side of a cube, that is the length. Length can never be negative. That is why it will become simply plus 10 centimeter. That's the answer. So we wanted to find out the value of the side and we got the answer 10 centimeter. All right, now we can go to the next question. All right, so we have the next question given. It is a cuboid. 1 second. So we have the cuboid given. We have to find out each of the things. Like we have to find out the total surface area. We have to find the curved surface area. We have to find the cuboid. So this is our, sorry, did I say cuboid? We have to find the volume. So this is the cuboid given. We have the measurements given. The length is given 6 centimeter. So the length is 6. Okay, 1 second. Yeah. So the length is 6 centimeter. The width is 4 centimeter. So B is 4 centimeter. And the height is 2 centimeter. So height is 2 centimeter. I'll be decreasing the width and I'll be solving the questions. So like we have to find out here 3 things: total surface area, curved surface area, and volume. So let us first start with the volume. So we have to find out the volume of this cuboid. Of course, volume of this cuboid, we are going to use the formula that we have already written, and that is length into breadth into height, right? So the length here is 6, breadth is 4, and height is 2. So 6 times 4 is 24, 24 times 2 is 48. It's as simple as that. And remember, it is not area, it is volume. So the unit will be centimeter cube. Now we can go to the total surface area. So for total surface area, let's write down TSA of cuboid. So total surface area of a cuboid, we know the formula. The formula is 2 times L into B plus B into H plus H into L, right? So we are simply going to substitute the values. So 2 times L is 6, B is 4. B is 4, H is 2. H is 2, L is 6. That is it. So this will become 2. 6 times 4 is 24. 4 times 2 is 8, and 2 times 6 is 12. So it is 2 times 12 plus 8 is 20, 20 plus 24 is 44. So it is actually 2 times 44, and the answer is 88 square centimeters. So this is our total surface area of a cuboid. Now let's find out the curved surface area of a cuboid. So that is CSA. So curved surface area of cuboid, the formula is 2 times H L plus B. So using this formula, 2 times H is 2, L is 6, and B is 4. So 2 times 2 is 4, 6 times 4 is 10. So it is actually 4 times 10. The answer is 40 square centimeter. That is the answer. So this is about cuboid. Now let's take one more question where we have to find out the volume, total surface area, and curved surface area of a cuboid. Okay. So we have a cube here. I need to convert it into shape. So we have the cuboid here. Of course, we know that the edges of the cuboid, the edges of the cubes are equal. So let us take the edge as 5 centimeters. Okay. So the very first thing that you have to find is volume of a cube. We know that volume of a cube formula is side into side into side. That means A into A into A, and A is 5. So it is 5 times 5 times 5. And it is 5 times 5, 25, 25 times 5, that is 125. So it is 125 cubic centimeter or centimeter cube. That's the answer. Now next we have to find out, of course, the total surface area. So total surface area of a cube, we know the formula. It is 6a square. And also, what is the meaning of total surface area? The meaning of total surface area is simply we have to include every faces. How many faces are there? 6 faces are there. So we have to include all the faces. So total surface area of a cube is 6 times, and then each face is a square, and the area is a square. We know that side into side. So 6 times a square. Now 6a is 5, so it's 6 times 5 times 5. Now 6 times 5 is 30, 30 times 5, and what is 30 times 5 is? 30 times 5 is 150. Okay. So this is 150 square centimeter, of course, because it is area, right? Okay. So it is 150 square centimeter. All right, now we can go to the next question. That is curved surface area, right? You know the difference between curved surface area and total surface area already. Curved surface area, leaving the bottom and the top part. All the other parts, like, the side one, they are actually called the curved surface area. So curved surface area of a cube formula is 4 times a square. So it is 4 into a square, and a is of course 5. So 4 into 5 into 5. 4 into 5 is 20. 20 into 5, that is 100. So it is 100 square centimeter. Again, square centimeter because we are finding the area on it. So this is the answer. Now we can go to the next question. So here is our next question. So it is find the, okay, not this, one second. I'll paste the correct question. Yes, so this is the correct question. So we have the question, find the volume of a cuboid whose breadth is half of its length and height is double the length, right? So we know nothing about length, breadth, and height. It's just one relation is given, that breadth is half of the length, height is double the length. So we know nothing. So what we can do is we can start from a variable because we know nothing about these lengths, widths, and height. So we will start with let the length of the cuboid be x. Okay, that we can do. So let the length of the cuboid be x. Okay, x meter, you can say centimeter, or x unit we can say, because we're not given anything, so x units. Now, according to question, it says breadth is half of the length. So if length is x, so what will be breadth? That of course implies from the question only that the breadth of cuboid is half of the length. That means half into x. Half into x is same as x by 2. So we have x by 2 units. That is our breadth. Now, there is another condition given, that is for height. Height is double the length. So height of a cuboid is, what is the meaning of double? Double meaning is 2 times. So 2 times of length, and length is x. So 2 times x, that is 2x units. So now you can see that we have to find out the volume of a cuboid, and we have the length given, that is x units. We have the breadth given, that is x by 2 units. And we have the height given, that is 2x units, right? So when we are given length, breadth, and height, we have to find out the volumes. Of course, we can just use the formula, volume of a cuboid, and that is length into breadth into height. So volume of cuboid will be length times breadth times height. Length is x, breadth is x by 2, and height is 2x. So of course, this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So what we're getting is x into x, that is x squared, and then into x, that is x cubed. Here also you can use the property of exponent, that is, x into x into x is nothing but x cubed, because we simply add the powers, right? And the power is 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3 times, so x cubed. So of course, it is x cube, cubic units, because we have to write down the unit as well. So this is the answer. Now we can go to the next question. So this is our next question. We have to find here the ratio of the total surface area and lateral surface area of a cube. Okay. So here you can see that nothing is given. No dimension, no values are given. So what we can do here is we can just simply use the formula. So we know the total surface area of a cube formula, and that is 6 times a square, where a is of course the side of the cube or the edge of the cube. So it is 6a square. Next is the lateral surface area. Remember, lateral surface area is the like synonym of curved surface area. So you can use the lateral surface area word. If you want, you can use the curved surface area, same thing. So curved surface area of a cube, the formula is 4a square. Now you can see, what do we have to find out here is we have to find out the ratio of the total surface area and the lateral surface area. So what is the ratio of TSA and CSA of a cube? So of course, the formula is given. So the TSA of cube, that is called ratio only, TSA of cube upon CSA, the lateral surface area of a cube. So TSA is 6a square and CSA is 4a square. So a square will get cancelled. So what we are getting is 6 upon 4. If you want, you can also simplify this fraction. So 6 upon 4, if you simplify, you will simply get 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 2 is 4. So the ratio is 3 upon 2, which we write down as 3 is to 2. That's the answer. So this is the solution. Now we can go to the next question. All right, so this is our last question for today's video. And the question is, each edge of a cube is increased by 50%. We have to find the percentage increase in the surface area of the cube. Okay, this question looks difficult, but it is not at all difficult. That is why I'll be making this, the solution of this question step by step, so that you can understand each of the steps. Okay. So first of all, again, no information is given. It is just that each edge of a cube is increased by 50%. We don't know the value of the edge of a cube. So let us start with this. Let each edge of a cube is A. Okay. So if each edge of a cube is A, what is the surface area of a cube? We already know by formula. So the surface area, that means total surface area that I'm talking about. So the surface area of a cube will be 6 into A square. Now this is the surface area when the edge of the cube is A. Now it is given in the question that each edge of a cube is increased by 50%. Okay. So if, or I can say, after increasing each edge of a cube by 50%, what will be the new edge? What will be the new edge? Okay. So the new edge of a cube is increasing by 50%. So the old one is A. So the new one will be, of course, A plus increased by 50%. That means A plus 50% of it, right? So earlier plus it is increased by 50%. So 50% of the edge, right? We can simplify this. A plus as it is, we know that 50%. So anything like A% is nothing but A upon 100. So what is 50%? 50% is 50 upon 100. 50 upon 100 times A. Of course, this is 1 upon 2. So we are getting A plus 1 by 2. If you 1 by 2A. If you simplify this after taking LCM, it will become 2A plus A divided by 2, and that is coming 3A by 2. So this is our new edge, okay, of the cube. So if this is the new edge of the cube, that is 3A by 2. So what will be the total surface area of this new cube? So the total surface area of this new cube, that means after increasing each edge by 50%, it will be 6A square formula, right? But at the place of A, we have 3A over 2 whole square, right? And if you simplify this, it will become 6 times 3 square is 9, A square, and 2 square is 4. So this will become 2 times 2, 4, 2 times 3, 6. This is 27 A square upon 2. So this is our new total surface area. Now, if this is the new total surface area and that was the old total surface area which we had got as, I'll just check what we had got. So we had got 6A square, right? Of course. So the new, or I can just write down the increase in the surface area will be, of course, the increase. So the increase in the surface area, or I can either increase in the total surface area of a cube will be, of course, the new surface area, that is 27A square over 2 minus the old surface area, that is 6A square. Now what we can do, of course, we can subtract this after taking LCM. What we will get is 27A square minus 12A square after taking LCM upon 2. Now this will simply become 15A square over 2. Now this 15A square over 2 is our increase in the surface area. But we have to find out here the percent increase in the surface area, right? So what will be the percent increase? The percent increase in the total surface area will be this increase in the total surface area, that is 15A square over 2 divided by the total surface area, the old one, that is 6A square. And it is percentage that we are finding, so of course into 100. So this will give us the increase in the, or the percentage increase in the total surface area. So this A square will get cancelled. So what we're getting is 15 divided by 2 divided by 6, which is this only, and then times 100. So it is, of course, 2 times 500, 2 times 5, 10 and 0. And this will become 2 times 3, 6, or 3 times 2, 6, and 3 times 5, 15. And this will become 2 times 25, 50. So what we are getting is 5 times 25. And what is 5 times 25? 5 times 25 is 125. So what is the percentage increase in the total surface area? So the percentage increase in the total surface area is 125%. This is the answer. So I hope you understood this particular question, because this was little different because the percentage was also involved here. So hopefully you understood this particular question, and of course the entire questions as well in the video. So yes, today that is it. I'll come with the next part as well, where I'll cover the cylinder, cone and sphere as well. Total surface area of a sphere, cylinder and cone, curved surface area and volume as well. So yes, thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to share it with your friends and families, whoever like is studying maths right now. So yeah, thank you so much, and if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Bye.